Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're doing a bat that I'm really excited to review. This is the Ultimate 1000 LE. So this bat comes to me courtesy of Coop's Cricket. He's actually sent me two bats to review, and I'm really excited to do this one because I actually used to play with one of these back in the day. So if you don't know, Gray-Nicolls Australia did a competition where every week they put up a particular two bats from the last 20 years and people were able to vote for which one they liked the most. And after so many weeks, this one was crowned the winner. And as a tribute to it, Gray-Nicolls actually produced a limited number of them and they sold retail for 800 bucks. I think you can get them much cheaper if you look around, but there's not too many of them left. The average weight of them was about 210. Yeah, you probably might have seen this if you watch my reviews. That's my Ultimate 1000. I've taken the sticker off and mucked around, done some things with it. I've done a little bit of face shaving on it. You can see here as we compare both bats, they have tried to replicate the look of the originals. But one thing I do note is that the middle position is a tad lower than what was the original Ultimate. And that's because they got so much wood to play with these days. So that's the old bat. There was nothing special about that, as you can see grain wise. The handle shape on that was slightly semi-oval, mostly round at the top. And you can see here, the handle technology was just rubbers. So getting onto this bat, let's have a closer look at those stickers. So these have a little bit of embossing and they've got, say, featuring the hollow core rebound feature made from in Australia from English willow, making bats since 1876. And then on this side, you can see the stickers. So these ones have a little bit of a embossing going on, but they've tried to keep it as traditional as possible, but instead of going with blue, they've gone with this purple look. The handle shape is much more towards the oval side, and probably that semi-oval at the top. Quite a thicker, not as thick as some of the handles that I've had through, but it's not a thin Gray-Nicolls handle by any means. You can see here that it's still got the tag on it. And under here, we have 3 red rubbers, not black rubbers, and the typical made in Australia thing. These ones were definitely made in Melbourne. This particular bat was custom ordered to get a specific weight, which we'll get to in a moment. So let's do some measurements on it and see exactly what it actually looks like. So running the bat through the gauge, I can see immediately that this has the 5mm face camber and it's just fitting through the gauge. So we're looking at about a 66mm spine to face depth, and as far as the edge height goes, it's not that 40mm, we're looking more about 35. Up here, there's no concaving right throughout the profile. It's more that traditional convex look, which was the Ultimate. Very much a traditional shaped bat, and you can see there as far as grains go on the face, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, tiny little bit of speck there, nice and straight all the way through. And you know, this would qualify with 1 blemish. Some bat makers would make this, because it's got 6 grains, a grade 2. Nothing changes here with the edge stamp. And let's do some measurements while we've got the bat out. So I haven't done any of this stuff. I've just sort of held it and waited till I've had time to review the bat. So we got there nearly 30mm at the center, 29.2. At the edge, 21. Up here at the shoulder, nice and thick like a traditional bat, 16.8. Up here, 36. So there is a little bit of It's not that full spine running all the way through because it's trying to maintain all that wood in the center, and it's also trying to maintain a particular weight. Spine height goes, I'll get an accurate reading on that. And you can see there 65.7, which is pretty much what I could see from the gauge. As far as the edge peak, you can see here you've got a long edge. It just runs along at pretty much the same height all the way through. So I imagine this would be about 35, and it says 33.5, 34, about through there, which is decent. You know, 35 mil is probably really all you really need at the edge if you can maintain that fullness all the way through, which this does have. Now, as far as the concaving go, if I hold a flat edge to it, you'll see there's absolutely zero concave going on. No concaving, and yeah, it's very nice. Let's see, I'll tell you what it feels like in my hands. So this particular bat feels about 2.7, maybe a little bit more, and we will weigh that. It says 2.91 there. I'll just make sure that's zeroed. So it definitely feels totally different to what it's actually picking up like. The bat actually got here last week. I haven't had a chance to review it. It's been sitting in the shed. I wonder if it maybe have put on a tad bit of moisture. It was actually 2.88 when I weighed it last week. So that's just the sort of fluctuation you get with atmospheric conditions. This is the modern shape Ultimate compared to the retro, and you can see they're different beasts altogether. More concaving, more peaked edge, condensed into that sort of mid to mid-low hitting area compared to that long edge running through. And also some concaving out the toe and a much thinner toe at that than what you're getting on the Ultimate, much thinner shoulders. So that's the more modern design. So we'll tap this up, haven't done this for a little bit. So that's that bat, which is played in. And now we will do this bat. So less grains. And this particular bat has been actually made by Cransbuehler. Off center. So it's interesting actually, that bat is not a soft press by any stretch, but it's still got very nice rebound. Obviously it's very difficult to compare a bat that hasn't been used or knocked in to a bat that's been used for almost a season. So I think that would be an absolute stunning bat. It's going to say cracker. And in its current state, it actually weighs it weighs more than that bat with scuff sheet on. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, but I really love the shape, and yeah, it brings back a lot of memories using the Gray-Nicolls and always feeling like I had nothing to worry about as far as the bat was concerned, only concentration. So there you go, that is the Retro Ultimate 1000 LE. Super pleased to finally review that bat. Waiting for somebody to send it to me for months. And although they're nearly sold out of them, look, it's still just as impressive to get this through and finally review it. For all you bat nerds out there, thanks very much, and we'll see you on the next review.